Are you prepared to learn more about Tesla's continuous achievements? Fortunately, tech analyst and investor Dave Lee is here to offer his thoughts on Tesla's most recent earnings report and the reasons he thinks the firm is just beginning to innovate in a way that will change the world. That will eventually add up to a ton of cash for us Tesla bulls. Tesla's Q4 performance exceeded analysts and investors' expectations, despite competition from established automakers and other obstacles. So fasten your seatbelts and get ready to discover more about what makes Tesla a pioneer in the field of electric cars. But first, I would like everyone who isn't already a World Street Games subscriber to click the subscribe button. Remember to click the like and notification bell buttons. Now let's get going. According to Dave Lee, Tesla is only beginning to innovate its way into becoming the most advanced company in the world. If you frequently watch this channel, you are undoubtedly already aware of the investor's surprise upon learning that his investment in common shares of Tesla had increased in value by a factor of 100 in less than 8 years. Dave Lee's YouTube channel has more than 1.14 million subscribers as of March 2023. Dave Lee is an independent tech analyst whose thoughts and insights are based on his in-depth industry expertise and research, yet opinions regarding the validity of his analysis may differ depending on who you ask. Dave Lee claims that the intended Gigafactory in Mexico serves a different function than first believed. He thinks that neither Model 3 nor Model Y vehicles will be produced at the factory for the US or European markets. Rather, he contends that the factory is designed to serve a new market in Mexico, Central America, and South America that needs a car that is less expensive than the Model 3 and Y that are now on the market. He believes that this action combines new geographic directions with a new pricing point for Tesla. According to Lee, the new cars in the factory schedules will probably align throughout the next 18 to 24 months. Nevertheless, it doesn't appear plausible that the $25,000 car will only be available in Mexico, Central America, and South America after looking at technical discussions. Let's hear what Dave Lee has to say. This is just one of his many unique perspectives. Despite the current state of the economy, Tesla's third quarter numbers were outstanding. Several onlookers noticed that Tesla made a lot of noise at its most recent Master Plan 3 investor presentation. On the other hand, those who are acquainted with Tesla's approach recognize that the presentation was grounded in truth. Despite this, some people were uneasy and didn't understand the importance of the information given because they were probably only hoping to catch a peek of a cheap car. Nevertheless, significant subjects were covered, including the impending Cybertruck release, the company's attempts to increase production and lower prices, and the opening of a new Gigafactory in Mexico. Following the presentation, the share price originally dropped by 5.9%, but it quickly rebounded and has since traded below $195, possibly offering some investors a purchasing opportunity. All things considered, it seems sense to ignore the hype and focus intently on the facts, bearing in mind that the shares were acquired at a substantial discount to their present value. According to Lee, a company's revenue limitations directly affect Tesla's performance in the most recent quarter, which fell short of analysts' expectations. A stock's worth is determined by a company's capacity to generate profits. According to Credit Suisse, the closure of Tesla's Gigafactory on March 28, 2018 was brought on by heightened national measures to contain the pandemic and an increase in the number of cases reported in China. Suisse says that despite the fact that Tesla's Shanghai Gigafactory, which produced over half of the company's vehicles last year, had to close for several weeks due to electrical issues, they remain positive about the company's management's ability to keep things under control. The Gigafactory could sustain some damage from its idle state. 1.45 million units are anticipated to be delivered this year, with deliveries in the current quarter estimated to be roughly equal to those in the first 3 months of the year, according to Tesla. According to Lee, Tesla needs to deliver more cars than investors anticipate and generate more profits each quarter in order to continue turning a profit. Dave Lee is not alone in believing that Tesla will improve by 2030. In addition to Credit Suisse, M13 Capital has provided us with their opinions. Roy Bahat, the former CEO of Bloomberg Beta, and Jeff Lawson, the CEO of Twilio, co-founded this venture capital business. The company invests in businesses that employ technology to address significant issues with a focus on the future of work in particular. They have made investments in businesses like Guild Education, Notion, and Figma. Because of their expertise in technology, entrepreneurship, and investment, the founders are able to identify prospective firms and provide growth help for them. In its Q1 2022 investor letter, M13 Capital stated that it believes Tesla would recover at least 10 times its initial investment by 2030. Given that its largest investment has been doing well lately, the company decided to expand its stake in Tesla in the first quarter with the expectation that the company's stock will outperform the S&P 500 during that period. Gary Black, a Tesla investor, has also made some intriguing forecasts on the company's future. He believes, for instance, that its market value ought to be $4 trillion. Should all 1.4 billion shares of Tesla were in circulation, the company's market valuation would be very nearly $4 trillion. Black estimates that by 2030, electric vehicles will make up 60% of all automobiles on the road, meaning the company is currently valued at $1.09 trillion. By the end of the decade, if every share makes $100, Tesla will have produced roughly 10 million cars annually, with 85 million light vehicles sold globally. Black, though, believes that things can worsen before they get better. Tesla's stock price has been wildly erratic since the beginning of the year, rising and falling numerous times. The price of Tesla stock can fluctuate for a number of reasons, including news about the firm, market trends, investor mood, and international economic conditions, since it hit a low of $108 in early January. When the stock price gets close to or crosses the $1,000 mark, it is thought to be a major psychological level for the stock and may cause buying or selling activity. The price volatility of the stock might also result from investors selling their shares or taking profits when the price hits this level. It is crucial to remember that stock prices are subject to sudden changes and volatility, making it challenging to pinpoint a single cause for Tesla's price instability. However, one can presume that Elon's actions on Twitter might play a significant role in this. The recent declines in the stock prices of Apple and Microsoft indicate that investors are losing interest in high-tech businesses. China has expressed concern over the increasing frequency of shutdowns that appear to be unrelated to one another. However, Cathie Wood appears uninterested in any of this. According to recent estimates from her company, ARK Invest, a share of Tesla stock would be worth $1,533 by 2026, prior to 2024. 6. The corporation projected that by 2025, a share will be worth $1,000. According to a previous post, the price in 2026 is expected to reach $1,667 in the bull scenario and $966 in the bear case, which is still over 6 times the current price. Dave Lee has repeatedly stated that he intends to own this stock for the long term and that he still believes Tesla will see significant growth by 2030. Lee's belief appears to be supported by Kelley's Blue Book. Kelley Blue Book is an automobile research and valuation organization that offers data on both new and used vehicles regarding Tesla. Kelley Blue Book has published a number of evaluations and rankings of the company's automobiles, including the Model S and Model 3, which have garnered praise for their functionality, style, and technology. In the US, Tesla led the electric vehicle market from January to March of 2022. Tesla's accounted for 75% of all electric vehicle sales in the first quarter of 2022. In 2017, Tesla Model 3s and Model Ys accounted for 68% of all electric vehicles sold in the US. Elon Musk's business is prepared to challenge for the top spot in 2023 when it intends to launch new car lines, which will include the eagerly anticipated Cybertruck, Roadster, and Semi. As with its earlier factories in Shanghai and Berlin, its new Gigafactory in Mexico will provide plenty of fodder for investors to speculate. What do you think the stock of Tesla will be valued in 2030? Please comment. Remember to thumbs up this video and subscribe to this channel as well. Thank you for viewing, and we hope to see you in the upcoming video. Launch new car lines, which will include the eagerly anticipated Cybertruck, Roadster, and Semi. As with its earlier factories in Shanghai and Berlin, its new Gigafactory in Mexico will provide plenty of fodder for investors to speculate. What do you think the stock of Tesla will be valued in 2030? Please comment. Remember to thumbs up this video and subscribe to this channel as well. Thank you for viewing, and we hope to see you in the upcoming video.